Minoxidil, itchiness, redness, and dryness are probably the biggest deterring factors when it comes to the minoxidil beard journey and actually following through for that usually 2 years that most men have to endure this whole process. So I'm going to give you guys pretty much every remedy that I know that could possibly help you cope with this redness, dryness, dry flakes, whatever you're dealing with. Hopefully it helps you out. Stay tuned. Hello, and welcome to Urban Nazar Image Consulting, where we show you how to make a full style transformation from baseline to what I like to call the Urban Nazar style in 3 steps. Step 1, learn to fill out your patchy beard. Step 2, learn how to grow out and style your newly ascended beard. And then step 3, learn how to complement your beard with bold, intentional outfits. If this interests you in any way, please subscribe, press that bell. Let's get right into the remedies. So I'll start with the most common cause of this very, very annoying scenario. And I'm telling you right now, guys, 90% of men that make this very, very slight change see the dryness go away almost completely. At least the redness. The dryness might not go away, but at least the very harsh redness usually goes away. And that is switching from liquid to foam. In fact, I always recommend that men buy foam right away because it's almost staggering how many men are either allergic or have adverse reactions to the propylene glycol that can be found within the liquid. It is almost not worth it because I'm telling you, at least 50% of men that buy liquid, they buy it because it's cheaper, but then they end up buying the foam a couple months later anyway, because once they applied the liquid, their face just blew up in acne, or it became extremely red, or they got contact dermatitis, or they got too many dry flakes, or whatever causes a lot of issues. They switch to the foam, boom, it goes away just like that. I have some links down there just in the description for you for some minoxidil foam. Please buy from those links to support the channel. So remedy 2 just kind of combats an adaptation problem, and that is that men start applying 1 milliliter twice a day right away, and then right away they start to see something like contact dermatitis. And if you're starting to see a pretty big flare up from applying twice a day 1 milliliter, then initially I would say take a break for about 2 weeks or so, bring it down to 1 milliliter once a day, do that for I would say a month or so, and slowly work your way up. And then maybe you would do 1 milliliter in the morning, and then you would do 0.5 of a milliliter at night, and you slowly work up to that 2 milliliters twice a day. And that usually helps, just slowly working your way up. And in general, guys, you don't even have to apply 2 milliliters to, 1 milliliter twice a day. And there's been a lot of guys that have gotten excellent results just applying once a day. And that's why I always say that if you're going to be lazy about applying minoxidil, don't skip days. Never skip a day, but it's okay if every now and again you just do it once. Yes, twice a day is probably going to be beneficial, but once a day is usually pretty good. And the third remedy kind of addresses the nature of minoxidil, what it is chemically, which is a vasodilator with alcohol content. So therefore, it has pretty profound, effects on the skin, dryness, and also destroys collagen production. So what we want to do is we want to add adequate moisture, and also we want to promote collagen production. And we can do that with 2 different things, and that is picking the right oil, and then also dermarolling. In terms of incorporating beard oil, dermarolling, and also lotion, which also helps this whole equation. In terms of incorporating all of those 3 things into your routine without hindering your gains, without making things confusing for you, I have that figured out for you guys. If you go to our Facebook community, Beards, Barbells, and Banter, on the pinned post, you'll find in the first comments I have posted what I think to be one of the most well thought out minoxidil beard routines. Go check that out, and also in my video, how to apply minoxidil for beard growth, the best minoxidil routine. I go into this in more depth. Hopefully that would help. I'm sure that video will help you. I was very thorough about that video. And then in terms of the oil that you should be picking to allow for the most moisturization, typically when we're doing our minoxidil journeys, we want to make sure that our oils are, more or less DHT blocker free. DHT is the male hormone, the male sex hormone that is most responsible for a beard growth. So it's not smart to block it. At the same time, I think it's kind of this whole no DHT blocker thing is a little overhyped, but it would be not scientific of me to say that it doesn't help to eliminate them entirely. I'm sure it does help, especially in the case of a lot of hard gainers. So I would say that jojoba oil is probably one of the most scientifically proven oils to hydrate the skin in the most optimal way. Actually, coconut oil seems to be better in a couple of different ways. I go into this a little more in depth within my video, Itchy Beard Fix or something like that. I go deep into the science about the differences between the oil, but unfortunately coconut oil is a pretty strong DHT blocker, so not ideal. If you don't really care about that, then go for coconut oil, but jojoba oil is good. I like to just get a big old jug of jojoba oil. I'll drop one down in the description. So Remedy 4 combats one of the causation effects of applying minoxidil in the long term, and that's the buildup of dead skin. And what you want to do to fight this is exfoliate. In fact, you all should be exfoliating anyway. Let's put it that way. So I really, really like the Bulldog facial scrub. I use that quite often. I also use the beard oil. It's quite good. And what I like to do is in the shower, I just put it on a loofah, scrub my face, scrub my forehead, behind anywhere I have where I need dead skin to be shed, and it helps me with my acne. I get pretty bad acne, but it's helped a lot. If that doesn't work, then I would take it to the next step and get something like a facial brush or an exfoliating brush. I've heard the one from Dollface is really, really good. I'll drop it in the description. That's not me plugging the product. I don't recommend it. You can do your own research on exfoliating brushes yourself. That's just what I have heard. Hopefully you'll appreciate that, but I do suggest you do your own research on exfoliating brushes. I've never used one myself. Maybe I will in the future. Maybe I'll do a review. Who knows? So the fifth and final remedy is drink water and pray to the minoxidil gods so they don't smite you in your journey, so you can continue and get the best possible gains you can get. Oh, why have you smitten me? Oh, God. I'm not going to cut it. I'm going to keep that take. Yeah. Water is one of the most important things in terms of keeping your skin healthy and hydrated. And I really do hope that it works out for you, because I really had trouble with minoxidil redness and dryness when I was doing my own journey. So hopefully some of this wisdom helped you out some way or another. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful night, lads.